Yeah, okay. Firstly, my
Yeah.
pranams to Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji and lots of gratitude to our Guru Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. Today, we have one of the senior most permanent master, Chandana Garu, who is meditating since her childhood and really did so miracles in spreading meditation across the globe and knowing her purpose of life. So today we have this great master, and I request her to share her experiences and especially about meditation energies, water energies, and how can we save them, utilize them. So over to you, Akka. Thank you so much for coming once again.
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me to this platform. My name is Chandana. So I'm from Melbourne, Australia, but I'm actually from India. We came to Melbourne about 12 years now. So before that, I was in Singapore. So there I used to spread meditation in Singapore and also in Malaysia, with the blessings of Brahmarshi Pitamaha Patriji. And then after coming here as well, I had so much of um, fortune. I was fortunate to spread meditation here in Melbourne as well. Um, I have two kids, and uh, I live here in my house, and a very good community here, who mostly are meditators. So which actually kind of gives my kids as well that atmosphere, the meditative atmosphere. So this is like a starter session, and also I was thinking what would be the best topic to discuss. And many of you, as you started doing meditation, you already might have started reading books and listening to experiences. You might have learned many new concepts. So but this is just like, whoever hasn't heard about this, it would be like a new one, and whoever know, it would be like a um, revising revising concept. So you can stop me anytime and ask questions, and happy to interact with you. So I've been meditating from 2004. 2004 is the time when I met Patriji, and by that time I had like really good experiences, and I've been meditating since then. um, I'm also a vegetarian since then. So I turned into vegetarian since then. So next is, as we all know, when we start meditation, how do you actually start? You might have started by going to a program like this, or learning from someone. But the real challenge comes in if you are continuously continuing it and improving your day-to-day lives. Now, many of my sessions, frequently asked question for me was, um, I meditate for about 20 minutes, but still I get so many thoughts. I've been doing it for 2 3 weeks. I'm not able to get to that state and all. So maybe this my topic would answer that question. Now, see, think about yourself when you have think about yourself as a bucket, and think that the meditation, like obviously meditation is an energy, so we are filling that energy into the bucket. Now, like energy water into the bucket. Now we all know that in sleep as well we get limited amount of energy, but we use that for our daily activities. But now, as our day-to-day busyness and everything is growing, that limited energy is not sufficient for us. So when we start doing like 20-minute session of 30-minute session each day, that energy would add up to us and help us to go towards our purpose of life, or help us to get our happiness or joy or peace or whatever you require in your lives. Now if you think that this bucket you're filling up with that energy, and so what the question everyone is asking is, yes, I'm doing meditation, I'm filling up my bucket, but why I don't have this, peace or whatever? When will it come? Now think that that bucket, without your knowledge, it has lot of holes under the, like, near the bottom. As you put the water, these energies are getting drained. So how do you expect the bucket to get full? So whole day is like, 24 hours. Okay, think that 8 hours if you sleep, the 16 hours is our awake time. You do the thoughts, you do the energy, you do different kind of activities which could drain your energy, or which could be these holes. You're like creating holes to your bucket. And if you try to fill your bucket in last 1 hour, how would that help? So that is what we need to think about ourselves. So that my topic today is called the energy drains. So it is our responsibility to find out what are my energy drains in my life, because each life, each person's challenges are different. So try to find out your energy drains and then try to close them off. So when you actually close your bucket, you yourself would see that, how the meditation is helping you to reach to your purpose of life. So why do I always say meditation is helping you to reach purpose of life? What is this purpose of life? Is it like, I'm a great, what do you say, I'm a poet, so writing great poems is my purpose of life. So don't ever mistake yourself that the purpose of life is like, always such a high quality, like, something which is really noticeable. Purpose of life could be something which gives you happiness, like, um for some people, s- being joyful every time could be a purpose of life. So it could be something which gives the happiness to the soul, and you feel that you're on a highway. Like, when you're actually going towards your purpose of life, you would feel that happiness. Then we know that yes, and my purpose of life. Someone's purpose could be just to um, get their kids, successful in their life. That could also be purpose of life. So each purpose of life would help us to learn more. Our soul grows more in that part. That is what we need to understand. Okay, now, so how do you identify these energy drains? How do you identify yourself with these energy drains? There are some certain kind of activities which we do, which I'm going to talk about, maybe like 5 or 6 activities, which you can observe yourself and see that am I doing those activities in my life, knowingly or unknowingly. And then that could be one of the drains. So these are like a common drains a person can have. As you close one drain, it takes a lot of energy for you to revert from that doing, because when you do something, it's like you're so used to of doing it that you don't even notice that you're doing that. So to revert from that old school to new ways, it takes a lot of um, discipline and energy, and all this again comes from meditation. So as Patri sir always used to say me, if you have a problem, don't worry about it, because the moment you identify the problem, 90% of it is solved. So the moment you identify, yes, this is what I have to change, then that's it. Already the change has started from the astral worlds. It's just come to your physical world, and it could happen anytime. Like you will see the signals, you will see everything. The moment you decide, is that the point, the key point you should remember. So let me start with the first energy drain. These are like the common ones. You can still think about yourself, and then you know what is actually draining my energy. When okay, how do then one more question? These are all from the classes I had actually. So one person actually asked me, how do I identify a energy drain? First of all, so same thing again, for us we have a language to speak. Like if I'm communicating with you, I'm using a language. For the soul as well, there is a language. So what is the language of soul? So soul also let us know if there is an energy drain or if it is not, if we are going deviating our path, whatever it is. So what is the language of soul? Soul's language is feelings. We all know that. So when you start observing your feelings for each and everything happening in your life, you would know, if you get, like, the feelings say that this, you're not happy with it, or you're kind of exhausted doing that thing or something like that, that means it is kind of trying to drain your energy. If that particular thing in your life is making you feel happy, joy, that means you have that particular work is giving you energy. So it's just like through your feelings you need to start observing. That's the reason when we do meditation, we start observing, we become an observer. We have to continue this observation into our lives, then we can know what is that particular thing which is giving me energy and not giving me energy. Simple examples I can say. This is such a simple example, it could be funny to say. For example, here um, I mean, in India, we do have servants to do these works, but here we do everything ourselves. So I wash all my clothes, I put it outside, I dry them, then I get so lazy to fold them. I just bundle them up and put it in a place. The moment I see it, I just feel like, I'm not keeping my house clean. I have to take some time to fold them. That's it. But I don't do anything about it. I just come back and I do my other works. So just see, the moment I think about that pile of clothes, it's draining my energy. So you need to remember that either you remove that pile of clothes, put it in a spare room, close the door, don't think about it, or fold it. So that is what we need to do to close up that energy drain. Or for example, think that you are just sitting and drawing something. um, Now when you are doing an art or a little bit piece of art just with the pencil and the paper, if you feel, when you feel very happy from inside, like, you're just feeling it, that means that is not energy drain, it's giving you happiness. So it's everything, we need to check with our feelings and see what is exactly draining my energy. Now, first thing is lack of boundaries. So sometimes without our knowledge, because we wanted to be good books, we wanted to be in good books in everyone, in with everyone. What we do is we kind of tend to say yes when we don't want it to as well. In that way, we place ourselves in a place where, I really don't want to do it, but I can't say no, because when I say no, my image goes down, or I feel I won't be in their good books. So thinking all these things which are actually not true. If she is a really your friend and you are just not doing a thing for her, it doesn't define you, but we think that way, and we try to do it. And there are sometimes, like, lack of boundaries is like, um, you don't learn to say no, like you tend to say yes. Or if someone is trying to come into your life, we don't stop them. Like, if they are uncomfortable as well, we just allow them to come, because I'm so shy, I can't say no to someone. So these kind of things um, kind of drain your energy. So they're forcing you to do something which you really don't like. So we need to try to understand. So what can you do to set? I'm not asking you to set boundaries and all, which is actually a good thing, but it takes more time and more energy to do that. But you can at least avoid such situations and go and be in a place where those situations doesn't arise at all, so that you don't end up doing having that lack of boundaries thing. Second one is a lack of self care. So this is also one more thing. We get so busy with the kids and also office and other things happening in our life, that we sometimes don't take care of ourselves at all. So when I say don't take care of myself, I'm not just saying that I don't take a hot tub bath, and I don't actually go out and have a cup of coffee just for myself. No, including that, there's also something like your hobbies, like, if I like music, so I'm actually learning music now. So are you able to take off some time and trying to learn something which you like? Or if you really like dance, do you want to enroll yourself and go out? So that is like, are you doing something for yourself? Are you doing that self care? These are also really important. So when you actually don't do self care, you reach to a place where the energy completely drains, and in that moment, um, you know meditation definitely would help you to do some self care and then bring back those energies. So that's one thing. The next thing is, this one I really like, is busyness and overstimulation. We never think that a busyness could be a drain, but just think that we wa- in the we always wanted to be like a perfect. Being perfect, we tend to do something really, like, so many times that we create the unnecessary overstimulation to ourselves. Like, for example, in our workplace or so, if it just takes an 10 minutes or 15 minutes, we try to spend more time in a way that, like, good is not good enough, kind of. So we wanted to do it so perfect that we overstimulate ourselves and take extra um, on us, and try to create an energy drain there. So what you need to actually do, yes, if you realize that, yes, I'm kind of creating a busyness to myself, or yes, you need to do your activities. Yes, I pack my lunch to my kids in the morning. I don't like, many told me to pack it in the night. I really don't like, I want to pack it in the morning, and I do that. And I try to reduce other activities which doesn't need in the mornings to the night. So prep something in the night or something like that. So I can, so like that we have to organize something so that we don't become over stimulated. Another thing is, if you really, like, you have to do all these things, you can't cut short, then the other way is take a break. Take a break. They say that take a break, look at the greenery, go outside, get refreshed, walk barefoot in the garden, so that you connect with yourselves. So it's like we have to identify ourselves that we are doing over simulating ourselves, and then we need to try to close that energy drain by taking breaks. So you might think that, I don't even have 1 minute. How can I take break? If you really take a break, if for every 20 minutes, you get more energy to finish the next job quickly, and you actually save time. So if you really try that, so that's another thing. And you need to identify, where am I overdoing things? Am I overdoing this which is not required? Then don't do it. So that is another energy drain. The next one is toxic relationships. So everyone knows toxic relationships is something like people who talk negatively, people who do gossips. Even Patrisar says don't sit and gossip anywhere. Like, for example, we go for a party, and we sit in a company and people start gossiping and they start making negative comments. We don't get up from there. You know why? Because it doesn't look good, and we kind of be silent. Like, for example, this happened with me. I was silent. I was not talking. Even then, they were like continuously making some comments. Then for a moment I thought, if I just be quiet like this is an energy drain. Because after I left the party, I will be thinking, why didn't I speak up? I should have spoken. So that is means I'm thinking about it, I'm draining my energy. So instead of doing that, let me go out from there, or talk back. So two things. I should do something or the other. So I they were actually kind of talking about meditation. They were saying that um something not good about meditation, which I couldn't take. So I actually spoke back from there. But next time going on, I should realize, which company I should be sitting, so that I don't end up in that situation. So just choose wisely. So when you know that that kind of discussions are coming, and you can't hurt the other people because they are your aunts or uncles, and you can't, really go against them and talk something in, then just come out from there when you know that the topic is starting. So this is how we save that energy. So this is, and then other toxic relationships, we all know, I'm not touching that part. We all know how to say stop someone if they are trying to hurt us and all. But this is the most common thing where, we try to be quiet, and then we try to repent later, that why did I not speak back, why did I just listen, why was I quiet, kind of things. So those things. And the last one is lack of gratitude. So we teach kids now to be thank for everything. Even like I say, my kids, when they're going to bed, they just have 10 minutes of meditation every day, and they need to thank for whatever happened today. But we don't do it, like, because we that is what the self care again comes into picture. We try to give good food to all the people in the house, but at the end, when it comes to our plate, that will be lacking. So it should not be the case. It should be like equal. So when you teach gratitude to someone, you also have to just close your eyes, in the end of the day, say that today it was really good, thank you. So that kind of gratitude practice will actually give us a lot of energy, and help us, to close up all other drains as well. So these are the kind of things. And if you keep on observing yourself for a day or two, you will definitely know what energy drains I'm having. So, and then like I said, the pile of clothes. So now I have pile of clothes, I take a day to fold it. So see, so obsessed with this pile of clothes, but I don't think about it. Okay, it's okay to be there. That's fine, because they say that it's okay for the house to be dirty for some time, because I have kids, so my priorities changes. So the same thing happens. So we kind need to train ourselves. You should not make something which is happening in our family as a drain. I mean, in your house, it should not be a drain to you. Especially the things which you can control. So, like pile of clothes. Sorry. So because some relationships and all we can't control, we have to live with them. In those things, we need to see how can we mitigate them. Like, they say that in the risk, sorry, I'm an IT professional. So when we actually calculate risk, they say you need to accept it, or go against it, or mitigate it. Like mitigate it is like, you try to see that, okay, I can go till this extent, after this I'm not going to accept it, kind of thing. So this is what, even if you google it, you get more. But what I advise is, uh, don't google, just observe your life, and then which small things are actually kind of draining your, putting holes to your bucket. Then again, how to close it? The moment you identify it, you are actually in process of closing it. You need to do more and more meditation, so that you get this awareness. So meditation, what does meditation give? Is meditation actually, it doesn't give you, like, you don't become like a superpower, walk on the water and all. It gives you awareness from inside, because the moment you will be observing your breaths. The moment you start observing your breath, you're training yourself be an observer, rather than reacting to that situation. So you will awareness will increase to such an extent that you can easily identify if something is going wrong in your life, and then you can actually command it for not to happen. You don't do so much about it. Like, for example, um, these are such a small things, but the other day I was thinking, um, I, I mean, I'm actually start going to gym, and I thought, everyone told me to have protein powder and all, but I really thought, I should go on, and they were just telling, because you are a vegetarian, you will not have protein sources, you have to rely on the protein powder, etc. So, but I don't know, somehow I felt like, no, let me um, find protein things. But then my friend forced me. She gave me a one dose of protein powder, and she said, you have to try this. You try it, you buy it. And then I had it. I had a very bad tummy pain. and all. I mean to say that's because of the indigestion or something. That means my body rejected it. So, and then I was like, thank God I didn't buy it because it was like $90 and, I would have wasted the money. So I felt like, the moment I was in a dilemma, maybe someone helped me to make a decision quickly. So these all comes when you are like aware, when you ask, like, when you ask, the universe will answer you. So you need to know exactly what to ask, even the small part. So this could be a small issue, but when your awareness actually increases, you will keep noticing these small issues as well. You will feel someone actually responding to you for each of your necessities and questions and guiding you. So you can actually feel that. That is what meditation will actually gives you. So as everyone said, these are the guardian angels who are always with us. They give you the signals, but the thing is that if you're not aware, you can't take those signals. So you need to be aware. So as you do more and more meditation without your notice, your awareness increases. Then you will find out, okay, these are my things. Then automatically those will close. And then, if you do more and more meditation, you will keep increasing your energy, and then you automatically realize this is my purpose of life, and then you will go through it. My mom, she was a really good writer. Even when I was a child, I used to read her stories. She used to just write something, snippets, something somewhere, and she used to just leave it there. So I always used to think, because she was working with my dad. My dad has a pharmaceutical unit, so she was working as a chemist. So I was thinking, writing doesn't have anything to do with her profession, but she was writing for her hobby. That's it. I didn't know that. Then later, she was a teacher. She changed her profession to teacher. But even teacher also, it's not close to writer. But when she actually came to the Andhra Pradesh, the moment Patri sir just told her that you are the editor of this, and then she writes really beautifully now, and now she says this is my purpose of life. So she was actually going towards it from the first. Now she's on to the path. So this is what happens. So the if you even call her at 2 o'clock in the midnight for their Indian time, she will be awake. If she's on an article or she's on a something, she finishes it and she sleeps. Still now, and I'm really like, sometimes she just hardly have 2 3 hours of sleep, and she's okay totally, because she says the work is giving me energy. So this is all happens when you are in a path of purpose of, like, see, I work for 8 hours. We work on the computer for 8 hours, and you drain yourself at the end of 8 hours. So you really need to think. So that's the reason we need to have this self care and cultivate our hobbies. Don't leave it, so that you get energy from somewhere, to feed you up. So we can talk more about this again, but this is the homework for you guys. Go check yourself, and see if you have, if you something is really draining, then definitely try to fix it up. Yeah, over to you, Lahari.
Yeah. It was so great having you here, and it is really beautiful topic. There are many things that we have to, even everyone have to, you know, note it down about our energy system, especially that is happening regularly, and we are not noticing it actually. So thank you so much. And today we have Amruta and Bhavani ji. So any if you want to speak, or if you want to speak anything to ma'am or give your feedback about the session, you can feel free to speak. Yes.
Thank you, Lahari, and thank you, Chandana ma'am, for actually wonderful meditation. I mean, I love your voice. It's really nice. And then, yeah,
Thank
like
you.
now, thank you for explaining, how to identify the energy drains and then how to fix them. Yeah, I know when you're talking about laundry, even I was, because the past 2 days, I was having the same issue. So I was laughing. It's
I
like,
sometimes ask my mom to send her servant, because the moment I call her, she will be talking to 2 3 people to clean here, clean that. I said, don't do that when I call, please. It makes me jealous.
I know, then we miss India a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really nice, ma'am. Yeah, I know. I like how where usually we have to be really aware of our feelings, what we are feeling at that moment. Then we know that where our energy is draining. So yeah, that's really nice, and thank you so much for explaining it so well to how to fix it
Thank
and
you,
how to
Andy. Thank you.
our
And
task.
Bhavani Garu is one of the volunteer for Omega Pyramid here in Dallas.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
very good. Yeah.
so there's
So
a
how, what's your meditation? I mean, when did you start and how long have you been meditating?
Yeah, it started in 2020, ma'am. But like
Okay,
I was
great.
not a regular meditator. But from past 2 years, I would say I've been meditating regularly. And then
That's really good.
yeah, it's like we have a beautiful group here in Dallas. So we have like all nice in-person meditation sessions, and then we have satsang, swajaya. Yeah, we are doing it regularly. And then we got this opportunity to be a part of Omega Pyramid, which is coming in Dallas, which
Which
is
is
going to
really
be
good. Yeah,
yeah,
I
it's
heard about that.
yeah. I think I spoke with you. I think in the Dhyanatik at one of the sessions.
Okay, okay, okay. That's what I remember hearing about this, and then many others also have told me, the friends of
Yeah,
Dallas.
it's going to be a 180
And
by 180 pyramid.
okay, that's really good.
Yeah. So now they are also planning to first go with Alpha pyramid. It's going to be a
Hmm.
40 by 40 pyramid.
Hmm.
And then Omega. Like how Patri
Oh,
sir you said, like in his one of the sessions, like one should go from like Alpha state to Omega state.
Omega State. Yeah,
Yeah. So now they are also starting like now one with Omega is the main target, and then now Alpha is coming. First Alpha
mm,
and then Omega.
that's
So
really good.
yeah,
You
the
can
two.
also have this night. I mean, here what we do is because every day it is very busy for us. During the full moon, Saturday, Friday night, mostly Friday night, we start meditation around 10. So, and the meditation will continue till morning 6. So, so that, even if we, because we have kids and all, so we bring them there. All the kids will be sleeping by mostly by 11:30 because it's Friday. That's the reason we choose Friday. So they are tired and they sleep quickly. And then both husband and wife, or everyone, like we have like 1.5 hour, 2 hour meditation session, then half an hour break, and then another 2 3 hours, and then so really when we actually reach that midnight, it would be really intense, like 3 hours session, whole meditate only meditation. And that's okay if we sleep more on the Sunday, Saturday morning and all. Still, it's like once in a month, during new moon, full moon. You can also plan something like that.
Yeah, we are
So
also doing them. Yeah, we are
yeah,
doing.
that's really good. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, as Kartika Purnami also we just started. I mean, before that we also do that. I mean, we also have a group for especially Omega energizing Omega pyramid construction. So we have a WhatsApp group where like-minded people are all there, like the masters who are doing regular meditations, and they put their meditation hours, like they put that intention of uh, effortless and then speed construction of a Omega pyramid, and then we are all doing the meditations.
Oh, that's
So
really good. Yeah.
yeah, and then yeah, again now from now onwards again it's going to be a more intense because
Mhm.
they're all they're planning another other sessions, just like how you said, like full moon meditations and then like the new moon
Mhm.
meditations and longer meditations also. So
Okay, that's really good to know.
yeah,
Yeah, everyone is
thank
doing really great job. Yeah.
yeah, thank you. Yeah, we all need
Thank
your energies and then your guidance and
Sure,
definitely.
definitely. I told Lahari the same thing. If it is a meditation class, I will never say no. It's actually office hours for my, so I just blocked that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, actually, yeah, Lahari is doing really a great job, ma'am. Like here, she just started here, in San Antonio.
Hmm.
She just started like the no meditators yet. It's actually from 2 day, 2 3. Other
this
masters were coming,
facility.
but today we few of them. But
No,
it
no,
just
that's
started.
all good. You should never, Patri sir said, even if there is one person, you still have to do a meditation session. It is like that. So he always was, I mean, he's always a role model for all of us.
Yeah, actually, I never met Patri sir, ma'am. Actually,
Hmm.
but now I won't complain that because I used to do that,
Yeah.
but Not
So
anymore.
once what
Because, I
happened
mean,
is, sorry, Lahari, if it is taking more time.
No, that's totally
Once
fine. That's totally fine. Yeah.
once what happened is Patri sir came to Singapore, and then there was a person who is from Telugu Sangam secretary. We could bring him, and we thought we'll make him meet Patriji so he can organize some class. But he was not that kind of guy the moment we know. But he was like, I can organize a film star one, but who will come for meditation? He was kind of that guy. But still, um, the moment he met Patri sir, he said, okay, come to some place around 4 o'clock. And then he left. Um, but we know that he is not the right person. He is not going to do any class there. And Shivappa sir was there, myself, and 2 3 people were there. uh, we have told Swami Rama also, disciples also came and met him, that Patri sir, that day. It was really good session we had there. But then next day Patri sir was like, okay, let's go to that place where the person has called. So we kind of like told sir that, sir, I don't think it is there, because we didn't feel, because if there is a class he should send us some kind of information, something. He was not at all contactable from morning and all. So then he said, no, someone promised me about a meditation class, and I have to be there. It is from 4 to 6, we have to go there. And then we all went there. No one was there. Then we said, half an hour we were there, and then we said, sir, let's go. He said, no, 4 to 6 is meditation class, I'll stay here. That's it. That's what he said. And he stayed till 6 and he came back. So that's the dedication you see in a master, actually. So when, that's what I'm saying, 0 members, 1 member, 2 member, doesn't matter. If you want to run a class, you have to run a class, because that is something which is happening from the astral world. So we are just actors here. So we don't have the decision to do it or not do it. I wanted to tell Lahari yesterday the same thing. Don't, because the moment she was telling me repeatedly that there are no audience, then only I said that, why don't you do live? Because people who are scrolling in their beds will definitely see a session. So something like that. So because now we are on the social media, so we should not be afraid of audience. But I'm giving this example because these are some live examples we have seen in Patrisa, which is very motivating. And every time when we conducted sessions, also we had like 1 or 2 in the beginnings. In Singapore, when I started meditation, there were no one. We did a pamphlet and we tried to give it to everyone. And whoever is interested, we used to take them to the side and teach them. That also many people used to throw it, but it is not that are we doing it or not? That is what it is important.
yeah,
Yes.
true, ma'am. True. Thank you, thank you,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yes, Akka. It was really, giving an example of Patri sir as it again remember where I could remember few things. His dedication, it's really so great. Even a person, for one person, he just traveled so long in the
Yes,
beginning.
yes.
That is where I remembered. Yeah. So we have Amruta here, who is a volunteer for in USA, especially in Houston,
Nowhere.
and as well. So yeah,
Everywhere.
Amruta.
We can say it everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there is no particular place for me to do or like that. Wherever there is my need, like wherever I can do, I can go, I will do in every place.
That's really good. So
Yeah.
you've been meditating from how long, Amrita?
Yeah, since 8 years.
Oh,
I've
that's
been
really good.
started
Yeah.
from first yoga day.
Okay.
Yeah, first international yoga day. From that day onwards, I was started meditating. But in my 10th class, in my like very old, I know about meditation, but I just throw it away by saying, how can we get rid of all the health issues and everything by simply sitting and closing our eyes? I just ruined everything because I'm a medical student and I just don't believe everything about meditation. But only believe is I can get rid of my stress. That's the only thing I believed in that moment. But after I got believing and I went through a lot of experiences, now I have a strong belief at any place, anywhere, I can say what's the meditation and how that power will useful for us and how what we are actually I can say at any moment and at any place. So I'm so
Yeah,
happy that I hear a lot of Patri sir experiences from you.
yeah. Is it? Thank you.
Yeah,
And Patri sir's first set of students were medical
Yes.
students, if you know, from Kurnool Medical College.
Newton sir. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry sir, Newton sir, Yugandhar sir. I met lot of people, a lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I haven't met a lot of people. I haven't met, but when I go through Patriji films, and that I've seen like how grateful we are, how blessed we are to have to be traveled with such a wonderful person. Like when I come across a lot of things from the beginning of PSSM to till now, that's a drastic change. There's a drastic enhance. It's there's no words to say how we ascended
yeah,
ourselves.
yes, yes,
Really,
very
yeah.
true.
And today class, it was really awakening because self-check plays a major role. When I was self-checking myself, I did a lot of things and I managed very well. But nowadays, I was skipping, no, some other time, it was dragging me into loop.
Yeah.
So you really today, mom, really, I'm so happy you just awaken everything.
I'm glad that you both liked my session very much. Yeah.
Yeah, mom, and so happy to be working with Lahari. She is such a wonderful master because she her strong determination led us to keep a stall in another one's event. It
That
was a
is a
thousand
really good,
event.
very good achievement. It's a great achievement you guys have done it.
Yes,
Because I
mom.
understand here we did that as well. So I can understand how happy it will give you, happiness it
Yes.
will give you when you teach meditation on the go like that. It's a really
Yeah.
good thing.
Because of her, I felt that happiness because
Yeah. Mm.
it's like an food for me. I will say like whenever I haven't shared any meditation experiences or whenever I haven't do meditation or I haven't attended any session, I feel like very low. Today there is no food for me. I was searching for food. So it was like when I was so hungry, she gave me the food. So that style really, really like boosted me. How much I enjoyed and how much there's no words. Like there's a great opportunity for us to share there, and she did it.
That's
She did it
really good to see
actually.
that you're all very good team there building up now. So everything
Yeah.
starts small, but it doesn't stop there. Patri sir once told me, I was asking him, how did you manage to start this just by yourself? I know, I mean, I believe your ideologies, and he told me everything, how he come up with the idea to teach meditation and why only Anapanasati meditation and all, and all. Like we were going to Karnool and we had a long chat. Then I asked, how did you do? Okay, it's all good, but if you've decided something on a large scale, first thing what you do, you check for a partner. Yes or no? Because you feel like, will I be able to do this at that moment? Like when it is so small. When you have done so much and you turn back, that's a different thing. But so then he said, who told I am just one person, madam? I just there is a line, I crossed the line, I know that, that's the line of ignorance, I crossed it, I know that this is the truth. Then I actually told someone, and then whoever crossed the line, now I've become two, I've become four, and I've become hundreds now. So it's like it's such a really good example, like, how he has manifested. Like, think for example, Patri sir, when he first taught meditation, he actually went to a village and he stayed there. Like, he actually explained it to me. His first experience was like, the person asked him to come at 5 o'clock or so, and the bus to that village could only go at like 2 o'clock. So, and the next bus was at 6, like reaches at 6. So he didn't really want to miss that slot, because if he go late, then the person could go away and he will lose the chance. So he came in the night and he sat in front of their door without knocking the door for 3 hours, waited for them to open the door and then teach the meditation to them. So like that he reached he traveled places and places just to teach meditation to one person. But now see, whatever Patri sir wanted to teach, you guys were doing the same thing. So in many places now.
There's a great inspiration, ma'am. Whenever we feel like there is no meditators around us, we have to spread more meditation. Like whenever we come across these discussions, I just share Lahari a lot of times the same thing. Because of only one person, Patri sir went for a long journey, a repeated number of times. Only for one person, he went a
Yeah,
lot of times, and he stayed, he waited for a long time, and then he shared meditation for that single person. So here we got the same opportunity to spread. So
yeah,
even
true.
now we have a lot of opportunities. There we have a lot of new people to say meditation. This is
True.
our great opportunity. What exactly Padri sir felt in the initial days, we can feel same right now. So this
Yeah,
is a
true,
great
true.
feel for us.
Yes, that happiness is really good. I can resonate with it. One more thing was that same thing. I asked Patriji, like, sometimes people become quiet, like, the masters who used to work some, and now they are quiet. They don't do much of the activity and all. Then some, because when I got married, then for a year I couldn't participate in any of the activities because I was relocating to some countries and I was newly married, new things and all. Then he said to me that master work astrally and physically both. So it doesn't mean that you physically go and help. Don't get disappointed that you are not able to help
Okay,
physically.
physically.
Astrally also your energies would help resonate something and then could help Lahari to bring up something new.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Um,
exactly. We can work astrally and physically. Both levels of work is there on earth, so we can work both ways.
yeah,
So really grateful, ma'am, to talking with you and to be with you today. So thank you so much for
thank
sharing your
you.
wonderful knowledge.
Yeah,
I
I
also
just
felt very
wanted
happy
to
coming
ask
here.
ma'am
Mhm.
about one thing. The experience that Vani ma'am has told me, I want you to share it in this Zoom about
Which one?
your journey from India to Singapore. How did it go, and what did Patri sir say? I just want that to. I want you to say it because it's going live. That would be a
Mhm.
great thing for every one of us. Yes.
No, I mean to say, I always when I was not into meditation, I was in my final year of engineering, and I always wanted to um, travel overseas and do my masters there, especially to Australia. I really wanted to come to Australia. I applied twice. I even got scholarships, but my visa did not go through. So I was like really disappointed. And at that time, my mom actually forcefully took me to a meditation session. It was like early morning 5 to 6 for 40 days. They were doing 5 to 6 meditation for 40 days. And I did go, but I didn't really meditate there. The same feeling as Amrita had. I used to think meditation is not for me. It's only for the old people. And then I just want, if it's okay, I'll know about it, but I won't do it. I will do only when I reach to a certain age. And then I did not really do it. But the classes I heard, like same thing, like this, the knowledge sharing sessions which were happening there. Once I heard about the power of thought. So and you create your reality by Premnath sir. So he is my one all-time favorite. So when I heard from him, I actually challenged him. I said he told me that whatever you choose will happen in your life, and all. But I really felt like I have chosen to come to Australia, but nothing happened in my life. So I said, I put all my thought 100%, but nothing happened. Then he told me that um, the meditation will not help. That's what I said. Then he said, you can't blame meditation because you didn't actually do meditation. Then he asked me, did you just tell, speak from your heart. And then he said, did you really do meditation? I said, I'm coming to classes. Okay, so you go to yoga class, you mean you are doing yoga, right? So you go to meditation class, you do yoga, meditation. So I said that. I said, I'm coming to classes. Then he said, okay, answer to me within from your heart. Did you really do meditation? Then I said, no. Then he said, okay, let's do a challenge. Do for 40 days. Then come and speak to me. If you really think like that, I'll stop telling these sessions everywhere. Wherever I go, I'll stop it. I will not, because this is not true. So you prove me that is not true. So that's when I actually took it as a challenge and I did for the 40 days. And that's was my turning point. So I did exactly for the 40 days. I think in those 40 days I received, and these 40 days is not like do for 20 minutes, 30 minutes. No, night 3 to 4 hours. So that is how we used to do. We never knew that you can only do it for 20 minutes. No one told us that. So it's just like eat your food, finish your dinner, go to your room, do meditation till you sleep. That was the only thing they told us. So we were doing 3 hours, 4 hours kind of med. So you just sit and you don't track time. Sometimes when we were actually falling asleep, we used to tie our hair so that we don't sleep. We used to do all kind of things so that we are not actually browsing or doing something. Then all this happened, and then also I actually kind of got into another job, slowly got into my life, and then I completely forgot about going to Australia now. Then I met with Patri sir, and Patri ma'am is really very very kind lady. She treats us like a mother. So we used to go and spend a lot of time in their house. She was just asking me my story, like, what happened, what is it, and all. I told all these things. Then I told that one thing is there. I always wanted to go out of India. That never happened, but I'm happy with my life here. So that small part is there. Then Patri sir told me that you will definitely go, madam, but not with your money. They will only buy the ticket and take you. So I didn't understand. People are not even giving visa. I'm ready to buy my ticket. No one is allowing me. And why will people take me, give me visa, take me, give me? So I didn't understand that. But then I just kept quiet because sir told. So then I joined Infosys, and then my first project was in Singapore. The moment I came and told my mom also didn't believe. It was directly like direct placement was in Singapore. So they actually really, according to their rules, they actually give you 2 lakhs cash in advance, and they buy you tickets, they take your visa, so that with the cash you can do the shopping and all. So it will be deducted from your salary later, but they give you advance. So that means whatever he said was actually really happened. And these kind of things, I actually asked him once, a lot of things, whatever he used to say used to happen. Then I asked sir, like, sir, it's really good what you say happens. Can you tell me the trick? Like, I also want to do that. Whatever I say. I mean, he used to give us so much of what is it, freedom, that you can talk anything with him, like, he's just like a friend, a guide, and everything. So I said, sir, what to do, what shall we do? We used to actually say to the sir that, if this continues, you will become a brand, and people will be wearing the logo of your shirt, like, your face on the. And we used to actually tease sir a lot like that. It's really becoming true now. So and then he told me only one thing: it actually takes practice. He didn't tell me do meditation, it will happen. He said it takes practice. First thing is, you need to keep doing whatever you say, whatever you talk, you have to keep doing. So it has to happen in a stage that, in a moment, whatever you say has to happen, then it will reverse. So whatever is whatever you're doing, oh, that only you need to speak. That's what he said. Like, for example, you are doing something, you only need to speak that. You should not speak something which you can't do. So then, when you keep on practicing this, there will be a moment where that will reverse. So, whatever you speak, that will happen. So, that's what he said. But that takes practice and a lot of energy and all the things. So, there are a lot of things to share about Patriji, um, learnings and talks and all. So, which is really good.
Yes, yes, Akka. And I heard that Patri sir has also told that, uh, that about your, astral work, you know. I mean, at that point, the ma'am has told me that it's you have to be ready. I mean, you have to be ready. So that being ready is nothing but spreading meditation, and you have spreaded meditation in Hyderabad as well, and later you went to Singapore and then Australia. That is a great thing. Thank you so much. I know that there are many things that I we can hear it from you, because there are many experiences that everyone has to listen, their true experiences. And definitely we'll definitely keep a separate session for this.
Sure, sure,
Let's
definitely.
design
Yeah.
a separate session especially for all the youngsters of Paima 2020 sorry 2005 or
2004.
6, yeah, 4.
Yeah.
So that is the batch where they were so active, that Jill to spread meditation. And I still remember I was so young. You guys were true inspiration for every one of us, really. I still remember in Janamaha Chakras Yagas, you guys played a very main role, very
Yeah,
important.
yeah. It was really good that time. Yeah.
Yes, and we hope we'll get the same youth again. And it was a great teamwork. You guys are amazing about spreading meditation, meditation sessions, especially. I hope those days will again be back.
So when we actually got like all these people, then we kind of did lot of sessions like channeling and all as well. We used to do experiments and all. Now, if you look back, all these people are in one different countries. Maybe maximum two people in one country. That's it. But they are all spread out. That's how I get all the news as well. So
Yes, and the other thing is, each member has kept a wing,
yeah, yeah,
as kept a wing, and now spreading meditation across the globe. Sharing this beautiful knowledge, beautiful wisdom for Anapanasati and PSSM across the globe. And uh, hope I get those days again and me become younger and you guys the younger. Yes, and thank you so much, Akka. We'll definitely keep another session for Patriji experiences, especially. We'll plan it. And it was great having you today. You know, regularly, even yesterday and today, I have learned many things, especially about self-care and many other things. So thank you once again for coming to this session. So once again, I request you to again be you come back.
sure,
Uh,
sure, definitely. Yeah,
yes, so that we'll have more sessions with you, and I hope we'll definitely learn much more.
sure. Okay. See you.
Thank you, Akka. Thank you so much.
Bye. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Bye.
So, Masters, today we have this beautiful session with Chandana ma'am. Tomorrow we'll have another beautiful session with great wisdom again with another senior most master. So, just be 5 minutes before. That would be great if you are before 5 minutes. So, thank you so much, Bhavani Sharma garu and Amrita garu, for being on this session. Thank you. Bye bye, Mario.
Thank you, Lahari, for organizing such a wonderful event.
Yeah.
For sure, more San Antonio people will come and join,
I
and
hope.
as it should be a great teamwork over
Yeah.
there. we can
Yeah.
have a more events and more spreading we can do over there.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Thank
Yes.
you and thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, both of you. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye bye.